Hey guys, what's going on? I know a lot of you guys were asking about the whole wisdom teeth thing, so I wanted to get into it here. I know it's a little late, but if you know me, you know I'm a night owl, so this is still a little bit early to me. I know some people are gonna ask about this shirt. Hit Factory repping all day for sure, my man Paulie. These are the most comfortable shirts, Paul. I love you for these. All right, so for those that were asking about my wisdom teeth, I didn't end up getting them out today, as judged by me not being totally swollen. But one of the reasons why I did go in today is because I didn't sell this to a lot of people, but I had some spots on my throat and also on my tongue, and I had to check if I needed a biopsy to see if it was something, not too great. Don't like to use the C word or anything, but didn't want to get everybody up in arms or so crazy over nothing, you know what I mean? But everything worked out good. I got some stuff that's going to help the swelling, and if you've heard me talk, it's been bothering my speech for sure. So hopefully that the stuff that they gave me will definitely help me out moving forward. So when I found out today, and trust me, I thought that I was definitely getting my wisdom teeth taken out today, so it wasn't like a big charade or a big sham. I thought it was going to be pretty funny to get my wisdom teeth out and have you guys see that. But as soon as I found out that that wasn't going to happen, my sights immediately switched to what I was going to be doing tonight, and it kind of brings me into what I wanted to talk about tonight was doing stuff like I did tonight, going out to see Strawberry Crest play against Wharton, some high school baseball. And part of the reason why I have what's wrong with my mouth is always doing, and I think it's like a stress ulcer, I guess, for lack of a better term. But the doc was like, hey, do you do a lot? Are you always working? Are you always, talking and doing a bunch of crazy stuff? And I was like, yeah, that's me. And people ask me, like, why do you cover high school baseball? For those who don't know, I don't get paid any extra to do it. It's something that I've been doing the last couple of years. Shout out to my man Jared Guthrie from 813 Preps, who does a great job doing that. But why do I do it? I think the last two nights were the biggest reason why, I did them. Last night, I was at Jesuit and Jefferson, seeing two schools that I've been covering the last couple of years. I've gotten really close with both of those teams, coached a bunch of kids on both of those teams, seeing a guy like Jack Rodriguez, who sat his up and downs for Jefferson this year, to be able to give him a hug after a game yesterday. I mean, he and his family are a big part of my life now. It means a lot, and then, see Jesuit guys like Joel Brewer and McGuire Weaver, guys that I've coached since they were yay high. Their last high school game, it was important for me to be there for them and to give them some insight and give them some, just like a big brother. I didn't have a big brother growing up, so for somebody to be there for them and to just kind of give them some, brotherly advice, I just felt like, that's part of the reason why I do what I do. And then even a guy like Jack Anderson, who's going to be going to Florida State, and I never coached him, but I've covered him the last couple of years, and, I talked to him yesterday, and I talked to Javi Baldor, another guy I'd never coached, but just really close with those guys. And it just showed me that a lot of nights that I do go to these games and I do cover them, and I don't get any extra pay for it, it's not about that. It's about the moments that you have with people. And I guess my big underlying message with this, my crest of wisdom, is to just don't always do things in life that you're going to get paid for, you're going to get instant gratification for. Do things for other people. And I know at times my friend Rachel says all the time, you got to do more stuff for yourself. Stop worrying so much about what you do for other people. But I don't know. That's how I was raised. And again, tonight, as soon as I found out that I could, that I wasn't getting my wisdom teeth pulled, I was going to Strawberry Crest to see them play Wharton. You show up at Wharton, you see Wade Boggs coaching first base. You see Zach Earhart playing second base. I remember when he was knee-high to a grasshopper and he made a great play in the game. And then to see all the guys at Strawberry Crest, Derek Barone, Ryan Dell, Heath, Jacob Heath, you know what I mean? All the guys, Joey Parillo. Joey Parillo I coached when he was like 8 years old on one of my first teams ever. He was a kid that wore a chest plate, even in the field and at the plate hitting. And now he's like a catcher and a leader. And just to see that kid grow and just to know that I was his first travel ball coach, just to have a small part in that kid's life, it means a lot. I talked to his mom today about it, and she was like, "Do you remember me and Joe?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course. How could I forget?" But it's just those moments. People always ask me, why do I do the things I do? The reason why I do it because I want to be around good people. I want to spread good vibes. That I want to spend every single day of my life making sure that I'm doing good things, not just for myself, but for other people. I talked to Benny Hughes after the game, the DH, another guy I never coached, but he's becoming one of my favorite players just to be around. He's a guy that, every time I talk to him, it's just, he's very thankful. And today he said something that really made my day, saying, Jay, thanks for coming out to the game, man. I really do appreciate it. I mean, these are kids, man. They're teenagers. They have their whole lives in front of them. And I think at times, we get so caught up in, like, what's the initial, what are we doing, like, right now? How am I going to get instant gratification? That's the world we live in right now. But just to see these kids at Strawberry Crest tonight and see, how happy they were. And, Eric Beatty, one of my really good friends, him and Rod Kelly, I admire them so much. And Beatty, I texted him today, told him I couldn't make it, and I showed up. But it's just, being around these kind of people. Frank Barone, thank you so much. Watching the Barone family, the Dell family. Just being around these people. I mean, it's just, I always go back to the Jackie Robinson quote. Is like, it's not what you do in this life, but it's, what you do and how it affects other people. And, yeah, it may cost money to do stuff this sometimes. Yeah, I don't get paid for some of this, but sometimes I got to spend money, but I don't mind because that's what I want to do. To have Frank's son, Derek, come up to me after he's dragging up the field and say, hey, Coach, thanks for coming, man. We're doing it. We're playing so well. It means a lot. So, I just want to thank everybody that's, especially high school baseball. Well, it's not just high school baseball, all sports and every aspect of life that I've ever encountered people, whether it be through hockey or through the radio business, or even people I grew up with, or any, job, or, I always try to make sure that, people say keep your business and your personal separate, but I think when you look at life like that, I don't think you can be a really good business person. I don't think you should make decisions just because people are in your family or your friends that jeopardize your business, but I feel like the people that do their business the best are the people that treat the people they do business with like family. And it means a lot to me, and the people that I surround myself, they make me just happy to be doing what I'm doing. So thank you to everybody out there. I wish it was something funny, a video of me all jacked up. 2 weeks from now, I got my surgery, so it'll be funny from them. But I just figured I just wanted to pass along this message, about what we're all doing in life. We live in a vacuum. We live in a microwave right now where we want instant gratification for everything. It's just not realistic, Take time and just appreciate the people around you, because especially in high school baseball, it can be over like that. I remember at my high school baseball team, they were like my brothers, even to this day. I could pick up the phone or text a guy or hit him up on Facebook, Ryan Grabowski, Aaron Trone, any of those guys, Johnny Rivera, like Sean Correa, like my boys. Like, I remember them like the back of my hand. And, I try to make sure that every aspect of life I have good people in them. So thank you, everybody out there, for your support. And next time I'll have a funnier video. So tomorrow, some more fun stuff. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in. See you next time.